What up, YouTube?
Hello.
We're back with Ryan himself here and the Jiminator. Another classic finals pairings. You with Law and Jim with some version of Black. We sped this video up here just a little bit to make it a little short. There's lots of thinking and contemplating in between each turn.
It's law, guys. It's law.
8,000 options each turn, so. Yeah. So what's your goal here against Lucci when you play him to stop the onslaught?
As I've played it more, I feel like going face more than the board, unless it's some big threat, is the best way to go.
Just keep going face, leave the stuff on board.
Also, making him ditch his hand is good.
Yeah, that's true. Less cards than to use as pop fodder.
Watch for his 2 cards up for Shockwave.
Yeah.
Make that count. Make him pop something small that doesn't matter, or if possible. Not always possible, but
Jim's goal just seems to be kind of get to late game, have some threats on board like Garp or Sakazuki, and then be able to do giant Lucci swings, with the effect.
That is the most. I have not quite figured out how to play around that yet.
Yeah.
Because the second I think I do, he's got something else, because it's not just Lucci who can
Correct.
hit it and kill it and then restand.
Well, seeing like with Kid, whenever I played it, I think people see it coming. But you could put out a blocker. Well, you put out against a blocker against Lucci, now Lucci's effect is active.
So I'm going to take,
yeah,
or take it out of hand.
Then you're no bueno. Yeah.
That's it.
Jim runs the kind of hybrid build of CP/Navy. He's been doing well with it. He's won store championship, a box tournament, I think 1 or 2 tournaments.
Regular tournaments, yeah.
He's been successful with it. And Ryan's been unstoppable with Law. I think up to this point in this tournament, you were 7-0 or 6-0.
6-0 at this point.
He had the quite the long journey this tournament.
Oh my
Every
God.
top tier deck.
I went through everybody. It was stupid.
I think I made it to the final 4 in this one. I lost
You
to
did.
Jim. Yeah,
You did.
it was a close one, but
Because I was thinking, oh
double
my
Lucci
God,
swing.
here we go.
be Whitebeard and Law, but instead trade out. Yeah.
I already used my luck against Whitebeard against you earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I won short, I think, or whatever was the final swing.
So I was like, oh my God, if I have to go against Whitebeard.
I feel like usually every time we play that, Whitebeard and Law is a coin flip.
It is.
And I almost feel like Lucci's the same way.
It is.
Does he have the stuff that's going to pop your blockers, double swing? Yeah, so here's what we're talking about. There's lots of thinking. Because this game for sure was down to, what are you going to do? There's Garp.
And I do remember
busted.
at this point, because I think Jim's next turn is his 8 Dom turn.
Yeah.
And I'm looking in hand, and I'm thinking, don't have 6 cards for Isha.
Right?
And I do make a play here that is
Burn some
questionable, but there was a reason behind it.
Well, that way at least you don't lose the cards.
Well, and I can't choose the cards. If I could choose the cards, I probably would have just said, forget it.
Well, against Jim, I've started to do that more. I burn more cards out, so that way I'm not 10 cards in hand. And he's like, Isha?
Isha's annoying.
We're swinging in with Law. I think you're going Garp or something.
Yeah.
Maybe counters. Maybe Kuzan. Probably Kuzan.
Yeah,
so
we
that way
went 7 at
Garp's-
Kuzan.
yeah.
That's what I wanted him gone.
This good old -4 effect just ruins everything.
It does.
Yeah, I was watching this live on Twitch in the back here as you were playing. It just seemed like neck and neck this whole time.
It was close. It was close.
Drew Rabani. One of the best searchers in the game, in my opinion. Well, maybe Nami. Nami might be.
If Nami could search herself, she would be the best searcher in the game.
We're left with 4 Dawn here.
I think I'm thinking, do I go 7 at Kuzan or do I go 8 at Garp?
Sense. I think I'm gonna get the Kuzan just because his minus effect is dumb. Law effect. Turn red, play a green. Law effect again. Return green.
And bring out the Nami again, so I can put another Dawn onto Dawn.
Yep. That's my moves. I need to swing 5 at Kuzan. Like it, make him burn a card.
And yeah, at that point,
Hey, you
I
got
was
rid of
okay with
a
it.
Fukiro. That piece of you know what. And then big swing. Like it. I think I was like, probably has to let it go at this point.
Yeah.
So you'd be committing a lot of resources to Kuzan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe this wasn't the game that I did that.
Sakazuki, Porcelino.
He looked like he was going to pick up 4 or 5, huh?
Private to Dawn. Seems like he's trying to bait the law block. However, Garp's effect, you still got Chopper. So you do block with law.
And I think he had to pop it.
Sakazuki, yeah.
Which
anyways.
I got good value on that at that
Did,
point.
yeah.
And Jim's done that several times to me.
Leaving 2 up for the impact wave.
Always. Even if you don't have it.
Makes you think he has it.
Exactly. The problem is he's got it more times than he doesn't.
True. Or trigger. I'll pop his character. I think Jim's deck is almost fully blinged out, or it is fully blinged out.
I think it's close. Because he doesn't... The Garps, I know you can get...
You got the... Is there a promo for that?
I believe so. I can't remember.
Back enough.
Is that a Garp out of a starter deck?
Yeah.
Okay, then there's not. That's not the right Garp.
Oh, there's
It's
the
a little
Kobe
Garp. The little
promo.
Garp. The little Garp is the one that I was thinking. Yeah, and then the Kobe, but
The down,
that's
yeah.
just
Merry
that's
Christmas.
stupid stuff.
So... It's like big swing with the Dom. Our friend Elizabeth says, dirty to Dan. Oh yeah, because the 3 or less with Zoro. I remember
And
that.
I was thinking for some reason
See the
that it was
power?
4,000 power.
Uh-huh.
So-
That's why the card's trash.
Otherwise, I would have swung with that differently, but yeah, that was my bad. That's what I was talking to Jim about right there.
Put all the down on law. Mega swing.
You think, huh?
Playing out Bounty. We're gonna top
Drawn 5.
Looking for another law. And yeah, ooh, the restand law. Which is busted. My favorite is swing with unblockable Luffy. Restand, swing with unblockable Luffy. That move always annoys me. 'Cause it's so good. So we got 5 on board now. We're able to Shambalamba. Return a green. Play a red Zoro. Swing for 5, be aggressive. Nami effect. Another 6 a leader. Willie 2K. Takes it. So I think if we can get him usually down to like 1 or 2 life before he hits the 10 Dawn, you have a good chance of doing it.
Well, with the blockers that he's got, it's hard to get to life.
True. Because there's Fukuro and Borsalino, the stupidest cards in the game right now.
Those unpoppables.
Bye-bye to Dom. 7. Abizoro. Trigger Spikes. Got all those 10 Dawn. So then it's 10 drop Kuzan coming. Going for the Rad Beam.
And I did that because I felt Isha was coming down. And I think he did the Kuzan. Yeah, he did do the Kuzan.
Popping a blocker. Usually at this point, I'm always like, the game's about over. Law can't come back from this. But when Law can refill their board in 2 seconds, cheat out with so many cards, they're never quite out. Especially with all these searchers. There's no blocker there.
You got
Let's see what you play out.
The blurry Kuzan.
Right? Our good old Wi-Fi makes the video nice and blurry.
It sure does. It's crazy how much that matters.
Mm-hmm. Puts out a Zora. For 3.
How many cards does he have in hand? 2 or 3?
I think there's a 3 or 4.
I like how I'm doing this. Like, hey, maybe if I
Lean, you see
maybe
it?
if I can see it.
I was swinging 6 at, I think it was Garp.
I don't remember. Does he counter out that one? He's thinking.
Does counter.
And I believe at this point I'm okay with just getting cards out of hand. So that's why I'm just going
6
sixes.
at Garp again. 2 cards in hand. He does pitch another counter. Down to only 1. So now next turn, if he wants to lose Lucci, he has to keep the card that he
Right.
drew. The effect. Turn red. Blocker law, yeah, blocker law effect.
I'm trying to think, do I even need Bonnie anymore?
Right. I remember right here I was like, why didn't you use the Nami effect to put Arrested Dawn on Zoro, swing another 6 at Garp, which you said you were preparing for hopefully his mini swing.
I didn't want him to kill Zoro.
Because see, I figured either way he's going to be using the Kuzan Garp to take out your blocker law. That's what I figured, because the -5, pop it, but then you still have 2 blockers.
I had a restand law and I needed a supernova on board.
That's why I was like, it's be interesting to see what Jim does, because now he only has 2 cards in hand. So if he wants to push, technically he has 5 attacks on board right now.
Right.
But 2 of those are getting blocked if he uses Garp, which makes down to 4 attacks. And out of those 2, it's 2 life. I don't think he can seal it here, so at this point his best bet would be to clear the board, which he's doing, blocker law.
Which takes away one of his abilities to attack. He can't re-attack with
Never any card.
Lucci.
Big swing, 9 of face. Block. Which I think I'd probably be blocking here too. Because you take that life thinking you're secure, and then it'll put out something to pop a character, and then you don't have it. So I think use up your blockers now.
Exactly.
And push with the swing. So right now he has the 2 Dawn, which is always threatening the whatchamacallit. However, if you swing with Zoro first, kind of no one avoids that card pretty much. And at this point, all you need is 3 attacks to go through. And this was down to the heavy thinking phases of One Piece. So this was almost a 30-minute match, but we sped it up just a little bit. Make it a little easier for you guys to watch. Rush Luffy, another top 5 card in the game, in my opinion.
I agree. I still think
He's
it's
so good.
underutilized.
Another Nami. Look at that. Your board's almost filled. Crazy. Here be Zoro.
That's what I was trying
Zoro
to get.
would've
I was
been
trying to get at.
perfect.
I don't remember if I had a Zoro in hand if I played or not.
For the Brook effect. Sure, Jim was nice and said,
Yes.
don't use your active dog. 7 face, which he takes. Trigger. I assume at this point you're probably figuring you gotta push here.
Yeah.
So it's just calculating how much Dawn to put on what, and then restand law, how much. So we've gotta save that too.
This was the key moment right here. That
Yeah,
was
if this 7 would go through. Which it does. And then now, giant swing with the restand law and Zoro, Nami effect, pump all the Dawn. You usually gotta be feeling like that's gonna seal the deal.
I'm just worried about that stupid shockwave. That's the whole thing I'm thinking the whole time. Like, shockwave. But it's not going to matter. Because swing back is death.
Death, yeah. So as long as he survives
So it's either
one turn.
my game or his.
Which I feel like of late, all the final matches that everyone
I
plays
think
here
that's the way it goes.
comes down to this one turn left.
That's almost what makes it so fun.
Yeah,
Right?
because it's down to the wire.
It is that last.
Like the game yesterday with Angelo, down last turn. Once again, here's your game with Jim. Come down to the last turns. Yeah, Tsunami effect, making them 8. Still got 2 Dawn available. We've put them to 10.
Yep.
Shock. You have to have Shockwave and a 2 key, I guess. Which Jim always has the 2 keys.
He does.
But I'm sure just like, if I don't swing here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
it's over.
Which I believe Jim didn't have any 2K. I was looking at shockwaves here just to see.
Yeah.
But I should have just swung because, like I said, it didn't matter. It was death one way or another.
Yeah, 10 drop Kuzan alone, and then, yeah.
Yeah. Double swing with that stinking Lucci. Jesus, Ryan, pick it up.
Imagine if this wasn't sped up.
I can't tell you how many times I've been screwed on the last turn
True,
against this dude. And it just... I overthink it.
Oh, you didn't put all the dogs. You
I
swung
left
for
one up.
9. Okay. And then I didn't have enough counters. The 2 was a bluff. It's quite the good game, though. Very back and forth.
That was scary.
GG's Ron and GG Jim for another great match. Thanks for watching.